What do you do when you're just not sure what to do, right? You're choosing between good, 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 and good, right? You've got all these choices that are right in front of you. Or maybe you're facing a season of transition and you're interviewing, talking to different employers, or maybe you're even at your church right now and you're wondering, should I transition? You just got these good options in front of you. What do you do when you're not sure what to do? Well, I want to give you guys a couple of thoughts from today's blog. You guys can check it out. The link is in the description. Go ahead and check that out. But what to do when you don't know what to do, when you're making choices, you're not sure, should I go in this direction? Should I go in this direction? Here's a couple of things that you should be thinking about. One is know your values. Your values. What are those core principles? What has God called you to do? What are those convictions inside of you? What are those core elements that you really are looking for in your life that is going to fulfill you? Those values, those things that really, when it all boils down, this is where it's at. And sometimes you'll look and you say, okay, well, this option maybe meets one or two of those. Maybe one of those contradicts it and conflicts with it. Well, then take that out, right? And so you got to look at those main values of your life. Is it family friendly? Is it financially in reach? What are those values, those things that you come back to? Number two is have goals in mind. You guys need to know where you're going. Does this help you get there? Is this a step way back? Does this help you get to your goals? Is this helping you accomplish, right? Especially in ministry, there's a lot of great things that you could do. There's a lot of really good things, but is this really what God is calling you to do in your ministry right now in this season? Number four is examine your fear of failure. When you're not sure what to do, sometimes it's rooted in failure and fear of failure. And so I'm not sure if I should do that because it seems a little scary. It's a little bit risky. Well, maybe that's what you should do. And, where is your tolerance for failure? Are you high risk, low risk? How much are you willing to risk in this? Keep the long term in mind. When you're choosing between two different things and you're not sure what to do, keep the long term in mind. Where is this going to help me get there? Maybe for a short season, you do have to take a step back so that you can then take a bigger step forward, right? And so maybe in this decision process, you are taking what seems like a step back, but it's really a setup for the future, right? You're taking a step back to take some time to rest, to pray, to evaluate, to heal, right? You're taking a step back to then move forward, okay? Set deadlines. Set a deadline for making a decision, because eventually no decision becomes your decision. And so again, if you're interviewing with somebody, a church, set some deadlines for when they need to make the decision, when you need to make the decision. Don't just put it out there forever. And you've got to make some decisions by this time. Hey, we're going to fast for 3 days. We're going to pray for 3 days, whatever it is. And at the end of those 3 days, we're going to make our decision. Make the deadline, and choose. I think a lot of times God is not so much saying, if you make this choice, it's right or wrong, or if you make this choice, it's right or wrong. I think sometimes God gives us options and says, you choose. And so eventually at some point, you got to just make the choice. You got to choose. You got to just move forward. If you don't decide your life, outside forces will decide it for you. If you don't decide your life, outside forces will decide it for you. At some point, we got to just make some decisions and get mentors involved, get people advising you, get people to help you make these choices. But when you're just not sure what to do, you got to keep moving the ball forward, keep those values, keep those goals, think long term. Get some people around you, some voices to help you eventually make the goal, make that decision, make the choice. And I know a lot of times we're just afraid. We're afraid that we're going to make the wrong choice. We're afraid that we're going to make a choice that's bad for us, And so Think about this too. What is the worst possible case scenario for that choice, right? Maybe you take that job and it doesn't work out. Man, can you recover from that? Maybe you buy that car and it's a lemon. It doesn't work out. Can you recover from that? Maybe you buy that home, right? And maybe it's not the perfect home for you. Well, could you fix it up and then sell it, right? And so, what are some of the worst case scenarios? Play that out, and can you recover from that? You guys, hopefully this video has been helpful. Look forward to talking to you guys soon.